Sean Farrell, the Montreal pick, into the offensive zone, wheeling that behind the goal. Coronado lets that go. He's a first-round draft pick of the Calgary Flames, but he couldn't.
First-round pick, 13th overall back in 2021. The Calgary Flames certainly happy to have him a part of their organization, I would have to say.
Mass native. Left that off. Sean Farrell now. Farrell with Coronado into the offensive zone. Alex Gaffney right behind. Moore at the points. LaFerriere worked down low. Coronado tried to...
Bringing a physical edge to start this game, and against a skilled Crimson team.
Oh.
That could help in slowing them down.
Joey Musa just got out of the way. Sean Farrell was bearing down. Farrell actually took the worst of that. Luckily, it was a glancing blow for both players.
Have to time your hits well, especially out in open ice like that. Fast-paced moving game. Doesn't take much to miss a man who you think you've had lined up.
Here's Braden Dorfman for the Big Green. He's checked. Dorfman's been on a hot streak. Had assists in both games last weekend. Also had a couple assists against his Crimson team on his debut last season. Now back comes Harvard. Sean Farrell at the blue line. All the way across ice to Joe Miller. Miller dropped that back off to Farrell. Look out, here he comes. Work down low. Black made the initial save, and the Big Green clears. Alex LaFerriere right there trying to stuff it home. Unable to do so.
Yeah.
It's Coronado, 19, not 18.
Coronado right out in front, and there's the big save by Black. His first test, and he passes it there. Almost took himself out of his own goal there. Really had to get a firm plant with that right skate.
Seed either 8-6-1, but they're undefeated when scoring the first goal on the Big Green. Get that very important first marker here tonight. Chisholm, 6th of the season at 8:53. Looked like Gibson had made the save. It just got through as that pass, misconnection. Trying to feed Cam McDonald as Braden Dorfman. McDonald again, Dorfman near the goal. The pass. I most remember him in Vancouver.
18 seasons for Adrian Aucoin in the National Hockey League. Over 1,100 games played. That is impressive. You don't really see that too often now with the way the game is played now. Guys usually don't last longer than 10, maybe 15 years max.
McDonald for the Big Green, trying to find center ice. Did. Dumped it past Moore. Was picked up by Joe Miller, the freshman, instead. Coronado. Ames in front. Cameron knocks that high in the air. Behind the goal, centering pass to Hubbard. He had his stick lifted. And Coronado made that defensive play.
And you expect your center to be a complete 200-foot player, and Coronado certainly showing that he's much more than the goals and the points, which is why he was drafted 13th overall.
Calgary Flames fans, I'm sure, will be very excited to see him once he gets to the NHL. Good work at the blue line by Jack Barr. Kicked that right out of midair to keep that from entering the Crimson defensive zone. That'll roll down the ice. Plays that down the ice to Palisic, who's on the rush. Palisic slows down. Big Green are changing. Some open space on the near side for Farrell. Farrell into the offensive zone. The Big Green complete that change. Miller now with it, centering feed, and penalty coming up to the Big Green.
NHL-esque speed at this level with the way Coronado was just able to get around McRae on that last rush down the right wing.
All players, the Chicago Steel, numerous Steel players on this team, or the premier program in U.S. Junior Hockey in the USHL. Farinacci behind the goal. Farrell waiting for it in the corner. He has it now. Ian Moore running the points. Coronado taking a look, firing. Blocker saved by Black. That's out of... Coronado still out there. It's like watching storm clouds approaching whenever he has the puck. LaFerriere shot. Back to Moore again. LaFerriere calling for it. They work it down low. Sean Farrell. Moore shoots, deflected. Rebound fired, blocked by Joey Musa.
Big block.
And Black not the net off its moorings. No one realized it yet.
Or any of the fans in the building that disagreed.
LaFerriere bearing down on goal. Tried to center. And that one for Palisic. Farrell holding the puck. Coronado. Great passing as they whip it around the offensive zone. Coronado with it again. Moore holding. Farrell's over on the right side. The pass gets all the way through. Brought back to LaFerriere. A shot in Black. A confident save.
Knob of his goal stick able to get that.
LaFerriere again. Coronado a shot. Black was squared right up to it. Excellent anticipation by the Big Green freshman netminder.
Well, passing too right there.
LaFerriere down low. Farrell a centering pass. And that's off its moorings again. Who missed the puck. Cohane now. Trying to wrap it around the dash. And Moore kept it in with a skate.
Good keep there by Moore.
Sean Farrell back to Moore. The one-timer coming. It clanged off the upright.
Hello, like it skipped up into the air, too.
LaFerriere cross ice. There's a shot for Coronado, and he missed high. 35 seconds left in this power play. Moore, straight away. Work down low. Farinacci tries to stuff it home. Farrell backhands it wide.
Farrell had a lot of net, too, up high on Black, and he just shoveled it high and wide.
LaFerrier's shot blocked in front. That one off Brady McDonald's. LaFerriere blockered away that time by Cooper Black.
It's a shooting gallery right now.
Farrell holds. He waits. Moore lets it fly. Saved by Black. Rebound free, and they score. Alex LaFerriere pounced on the loose puck. It's 2-1 Crimson.
3 or 4 there on this power play. Just whipping it around between him and Coronado. Black with yet another muscling all the way out.
Joey Musa has not come back to the bench that I see. Usually you'd see Musa on the penalty kill. That shot off the bar. Actually, the upright that.
Scraped all over him.
Dorfman shoots again. That time it was blocked. Kyle O'Coin with a block. McRae just inside the points. Here's a shot. Deflect. Score! Dorfman.
We'll see if it was tipped en route. Dorfman moves himself off the boards. He puts himself in an area to shoot.
Farrell on this near side. LaFerriere's the other Crimson skater out there, right in the middle of things, number 18. Moore. No shot yet. There's a shot, double deflection. Farinacci had the last touch, and he couldn't put it on target. Sean Farrell mixed up with the referee, got it back to Coronado. Coronado down low, John Farinacci. Coronado with it once again. Moore won't hesitate to shoot that from the point if he has the shot. That time they set up LaFerriere, and Black another kick save.
Ferrier might finish in the double-digit totals in terms of shots.
Oh, there's a pass across. They score. You saw that one coming. John Farinacci buries it, and the Crimson back on top.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you just play an undisciplined period and you give a team that's got a really good power play several chances, and now that's 2 on the man advantage for the Crimson, and just so impressed with the offensive instincts of LaFerriere. I mean, that is a deft touch.
McDonald behind the goal. Townley setting the screen in front. McDonald's wanted McRae at the point, trying to avoid Farrell, and he did. But the Crimson clear the puck anyway. McRae has to watch out. 2 Crimson forecheckers. Coronado and Farrell both there. That's quite a tandem. Townley checked by Sedum. Farrell couldn't clear. McDonald dumps it back in behind the goal with the Crimson having pick. Coronado drops that off for a shot. It's wristed wide by John Miller. Now it's Farrell. Farrell behind the goal. Joe Miller sitting out in front. He has it. Now he scores! Joe Miller goes bar down. Absolutely no chance for Cooper Black. And for the first time tonight, the Crimson lead by a pair. It's 4-2.
Whenever you hear that audible of a gasp from the crowd, that tends to be an indicator of just how towering the shot was. And Farrell right into the circle, and I mean, that is just off the stick of Joe Miller in Coronado and Farrell.
I think Farrell's going to get a long look for the Montreal Canadiens come fall during training camp. Hames tried to center. Here's McDonald in from the points. He's on the perfect team, too. The Habs, very young. They need forward help.
Not bad for a fourth round pick, 120th overall.
A lot of young prospects in that system, but Farrell's going to make some noise for himself, I'm sure.
Tits tomorrow morning. Big Green hope that he's not too worse for wear, because as we've talked about, they are extremely thin back there on the blue line.
Intercepted by Coronado, trying to play that ahead to Farrell. Won't be an icing as Farrell's first on the puck. Dropped to Coronado, broken up by Hubbard, who alertly read that play.
Good play there by Hubbard. Otherwise, Coronado is going to get that feed right onto his forehand, and that is dangerous from that proximity.
Coronado forechecking Palisic. Palisic has to be very careful with the Flames' first rounder there. Hubbard for the big green. Over the Harvard blue line. Trying to play the south pass behind the goal, but Langenberger's there. Langenberger's got some help as well from Ryan Sedum. Clinton back to center ice. Clinton with a return pass. Wanted to enter the zone, but Hubbard was trapped in deep. Farrell clears anyway, and now the Crimson on the rush. Miller, who had that. A great addition to the lineup he's been for Dartmouth. Farrell almost stopped that pass, and actually did stop him from getting to Gallant. Couldn't intercept it cleanly, though. Hames had a goal Friday against Princeton. Now 2 goals and 3 assists in his last 3 games. Clinton back to Dorfman. Dorfman wanted Kahane to the point. Farrell intercepts. Back he comes. Farrell into the offensive zone. Carried by Barr. Far onto the backhand, played back to the points. One-time shot coming, Farinacci off balance, missed wide. Alex LaFerriere behind the goal. Coronado into the offensive zone. Ed Miller with him, was broken up, but Coronado got it right back. Here's Farrell in. Farrell holds, scores! He just outweighted Cooper Black, and Harvard back on top by 2 again.
Again, it doesn't take much either from Matthew Coronado. It looked like the Big Green had things defended well, too. Kahane, originally, able to stand into Coronado and disrupt him. But then all of a sudden, the puck is just coughed back up, and Coronado leading Sean Farrell in, and Farrell just held on, and you can see some frustration spilling over on the Big Green bench because you just can't give players that skilled an easy bid like that. And Cooper Black put in the torture chamber there by Sean Farrell, who just outweighted the Big Green netminder.
Black did all he could, but really a no-win situation for the freshman netminder. Now Gallant asserting himself in the corner. Back to Palisic at the point. McRae wants it. Palisic takes it. That deflected off Hubbard wide. Back behind the goal is Ian Moore for Harvard. Joe Miller. Sean Farrell back up ice. Farrell crossing the blue line into the offensive zone. Taken down by Dorfman. The play continues. The goaltender.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, it was. Here's Luke Ames, who's got a goal tonight for the Big Green. Farrell checks him. Ames back behind the goal. McDonald with a return pass to Hames. He lost the puck. Palisic kept it in. Deflection! Oh, what a glove save by Mitchell Gibb.
And that's a veteran play there by the senior.
Centering pass. Blocked. Taken now by Farrell. He hits the empty net, and the Crimson put this one away.
A 5-point game for Sean Farrell, who could very well surpass Matthew Coronado for the Crimson lead in goals. That's his 14th now, 41st point in his first career 5-point game for a player who I'm sure we will see for many years to come, especially at the National Hockey League level. I mean, this is a Crimson team, Rob, that is just loaded in their top 6.